Are you married to a narcissist? If so, then you need healthy boundaries. But how do you set boundaries with a narcissistic spouse? Stay tuned. They say that you're doing good therapy with a narcissist if they hate you. If they don't like you, then you're doing good therapy with a narcissist. So think about that. As a therapist with a narcissist, you're holding boundaries is what you're doing, and they don't like it. A narcissist likes to be in control. They want to control how everybody sees them, and they'll do almost anything to maintain that control. So it can be really hard to keep boundaries with a narcissist. So you're going to want to listen to my pointers and my tips on what you can do if you're in a relationship with a narcissistic spouse. First off, expect them to try to make you feel crazy. Try to make you feel crazy about having boundaries. If you're being honest, you're being authentic, and they want control, one way they're going to try to gain that control is by getting you to second guess yourself and make you feel crazy about what you're doing. Narcissists show up in all kinds of ways. They can get aggressive. They can get overly nice. They can get overly compliant. Whatever tactic or strategy that they need to use in order to look good and gain control, that's what they're going to do. So remember that one of the number one things that a narcissist is doing is just trying to look like the good guy. They want everybody to like them, and they want to be right, and they want to be important. Healthy boundaries ruin bad relationships. So think about that. Compute that. Healthy boundaries ruin bad relationships. If a narcissist is really acting out in their narcissism, then you're not going to have a healthy relationship. So what that means is having healthy boundaries will ruin a relationship with a narcissist who is unwilling to work on themselves, which, by the way, most narcissists are. So it puts you in this dilemma. It puts you in this dilemma of, if I get healthy and I have boundaries, it's going to ruin my relationship. And what I would say to that is, that's a real tough dilemma. There's consequences to your relationship being affected. But err on the side of your truths, of your boundaries, of showing up authentic. There's going to be some friction. The narcissist may really not like it. We don't know the outcomes of what's going to happen. But you fighting for yourself and being honest and authentic is the only way to live. You need to understand this one truth. It's so important. And what it is that nobody, no matter how sophisticated they are, no matter how well their tactics work, nobody can take your truths from you. You can live your boundaries. Now, it might be really excruciatingly hard, but you can live your boundaries. You can step into your truths. Your narcissistic spouse can't take that from you. I'm going to give you some specific tips on how to do that, even in a narcissistic relationship. First off, you need support. If your partner's telling you you're crazy and that you shouldn't think this or you shouldn't do that, you need good support behind you who can say, it's okay, stay true to yourself, follow through anyways. And that's the next one, is follow through. Don't just say things, but actually follow through with what you say you're going to do. Boundaries are knowing where you stop and they begin. So if you understand that there's that separation there, speak your truth and live your truth. Follow through with your truth. Lastly, have courage to affect the relationship. If you haven't had boundaries with a narcissistic spouse, then you're probably experiencing some kind of emotional abuse. It's going to take courage to shift some things. Your relationship will probably get worse, it'll feel worse, before it starts to get better. But be willing to step into that process, step into that friction, and start to be honest with your spouse regardless. You've got this. You can do this. I know it's hard. I know it can feel impossible. Get resources, get educated, get support. I'm so glad that you're listening to this video, because that means that you're thinking about not living in an emotionally abusive relationship. You're thinking about not giving up all of your truths. You want to be empowered. So take one step at a time. You can do this. When you start to have boundaries with a narcissist, it can be hell. It can be hard. All these consequences can come. But something else comes, and that's a feeling of empowerment inside of you. It's a feeling like, I don't have to live like this anymore. You're going to feel good because you're stepping into your truths, and you're going to feel more alive. So it can be hell and it can be hard, but when you feel that empowerment, know that you're doing the right thing by having boundaries with a narcissist. Being in a relationship with a narcissist can be very confusing, very lonely, and very hard. It's really helpful to hear from other people who are going through similar things. You'll realize that you're not so isolated in your pain and in your confusion. So if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, it would be awesome if you comment below and share some of your experiences having boundaries with a narcissistic spouse.